Okay, everyone, I know you're here for the Avatar content, but first, you're about to witness the most epic trick shot in Dimension Bros history. Is everybody ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, here I have a dart. Here I have a dartboard. I think everyone sees what's about to happen. Are you ready? I missed. That landed in my trash can.
Welcome to our final review of Avatar: The Last Airbender, and by our review, I mean Isaac's review that I'm just doing a bad cosplay for.
So, for context, you may be, looking at Theo's room and being like, hey, that's not what Theo's room looks like anymore. That's because he's in the process of redoing it.
Yeah.
For context,
I'm filming this on the 19th of July. That's when this is being filmed. My room is probably going to look much different in the other videos coming around in this time of August. However, Mr. Isaac over here has band camp, so...
Anyway, so, yeah, you want to just go ahead and jump into?
Yes. Well, what do you want to talk about first? Because you have now finished Avatar. Just give us your thoughts.
I have finished Avatar. I really like the ending. I think some of my favorite shows, the weakest part is the ending. I'm not a huge fan of Change Your Mind. It's kind of rushed. Same with The Future. I like The Future fine, but this ending was really good. Oh, because I was on the second to last episode, I'm like, oh, I only have a half an hour left to go. I start playing it, and it's 2 hours. I'm like, heck yeah. This is going to be the best 2 hours of my life, and it was. It was great. Yeah, I really enjoyed the ending. I thought it was really good. Kind of weird that, after all this training, the thing that lets him win is a lion turtle.
Yeah.
It's just like, hey, if you go like this,
It is explained more in Korra how that kind of happens, though, and how lion turtles work. If that does make you feel better. They do really expand on the lore a lot in Korra. Something I would like to say about the ending. I'm going to go off on a bit of a rant here.
Go for it.
I see so many people saying how much they wish that they had gotten a 4th season of Avatar, and I'm like, no, you don't. A 4th season of Avatar would have ruined the series because the story was about stopping the war, and it ended when they stopped the war.
I would say the war ended.
Yeah, if you want more of these characters, go read the books. But, there's, this one tweet that went viral, I wish we had a 4th season of Avatar instead of Korra. And I'm like, no! I would not want to live in that world where instead of Legend of Korra, which is a fantastic show, we just had a 4th season of Avatar, which is basically slice of lifestyle.
Slice of life.
Who would want that? I don't understand all these people who are like, we should have gotten a 4th season. No, we shouldn't have. The show ended where it should have ended. It's Toy Story. It's like Toy Story. It's like Toy Story, Isaac. Toy Story 3 was the perfect ending, and then they ruined it.
It's like an entire series of just Katang.
Yeah, that's what the books are. That's what the graphic novels are. I would, from what I've seen of the graphic novels, it's literally just, slice of life and Katang.
You know what? If you're into that, you want that, go read them.
Yeah, if you really want a 4th season so badly, just go read the graphic novels. But I hope they never make a 4th season of Avatar.
Right.
I just want that to be known. If you are one of those people who would rather have a 4th season of Avatar than Korra, unsub to this channel or don't even consider subscribing. That is how serious I am. And we are desperate for subscribers.
Maybe not. Maybe. Calm down. Cut it out. Cut.
I love Korra.
So the other 2 reviews we did the day of me finishing that season. This review, it's been about 3 or 4 days, so I've had more time to think about the ending. And so do we just, we tend to always at the start of these videos jump to the very end of the season and then reel it back to the beginning. So let's do that. Let's reel it back to the beginning.
All right.
So
what did you think about Aang's hair?
Oh, no, not okay. As the season went on, it was okay, but at first, I was like,
Yeah.
No.
I just remember you messaging me, be like, okay, I'm starting book 3 now. Oh my god, Aang has hair!
And then, like, 30 seconds later, why are they on a Fire Nation ship? I really thought the idea of, like, I know I'm jumping right back to the end of the season, but that's fine. I really like the idea of, like, Aang going from Avatar to Avatar being like, one of them has to tell me a way to defeat him without killing him. And they're all just like, murder him, man. Just end
Kill
him.
him. Especially Kyoshi, she was like, kill him.
It's gotta happen. And then he had, like, the Airbender one. And, even, I think it was she.
Yeah.
Even she was like, yeah, you gotta kill him. Even if it goes against what you believe, it's better for the world.
Yeah. And then he ultimately didn't, because he's a pussy. I'm just saying, any other character would have killed him.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
Aang. Just any other character, it would have been on sight.
I love that Zuko's like, I can tell there's something slightly off with my sister, and then it shows her, and she's got, like, sweat, like, dripping down her face, or it was, like, a mess. Like, something slightly
It's like,
different.
something's different?
I did like her descent.
Yeah. Oh, Azula's arc in season 3 is beautiful.
Pushing away all of, like, her two friends, and then just, like, literally descending, realizing no one actually likes her.
Mm-hmm. And then on the
Yeah.
contrary, Zuko's arc,
I enjoyed it.
bloodbending. Bloodbending. You were excited for bloodbending. Well, I don't know about excited.
So every episode, like we said in this book 2 review,
Isaac knew bloodbending was a thing in Avatar.
Right.
He just didn't know where it was gonna come in.
So every episode I'd start being like, is this the episode? And then you get to this episode with this creepy old lady who does water bending, and I'm like, ooh, is this it? And then you cut to the villagers, and they're like, oh, there's this creepy witch who can control our movements. And I'm like, shoot.
Yes,
Here
it
we go.
is.
Here we go.
What did you think
What
about
is the-
Katara bloodbending, though? Like Katara.
Yeah, that. Ugh.
Ugh.
There's nothing about bloodbending is acceptable.
No.
Is it in Korra? Is that a?
Yes. Oh, bloodbending is in Korra.
I figured,
Oh
seeing as she was
boy,
a waterbender.
bloodbending is in Korra.
Great. Anyway,
You don't like bloodbending. Oh.
the scene in the finale where the comet comes and he's like destroying all of the Earth Kingdom was really cool. Like,
Yeah.
not okay, but it was sweet. The giant pillar of fire coming down. Oh my gosh. Okay. Guess what? It's time. This is our second video to discuss propaganda. Are you ready? So.
Oh my god.
The play.
The Ember Island players.
I enjoyed the episode. Well, okay, to be fair, that entire episode's pretty funny. Like,
Yeah.
seeing all their, like, stereotypes. And then you get to the end and you're just not ready for it because the entire episode's like this comedic, fun episode, and then all of a sudden it shows Aang dying.
Yeah, it's like propaganda.
Which, I love the idea of watching an entire play where you get to know the characters and stuff, and then
at the end they just die.
Like, it's not like they portray, like in Kipo, the Otters portray Kipo as bad people.
Yeah.
They portray humans as bad, so you're happy to see them be defeated. But in this, no, they portray Aang and the gang as, like, the good people that they are. But then they're defeated at the end, and everyone's just like, yes!
Yes!
Good content.
Kill the innocent children!
I saw something that said the reason that Toph is a big muscular man is because no one that they interviewed wanted to admit that they were beat up by a blind. Poor Toph is like dangling from the war blimp, can't see anything because
can't see.
And then she falls off, and you have to imagine that when she falls, even though she lands on another war blimp, she had to imagine she was about to fall thousands of feet and die.
Yeah.
Because again, unlike everyone else, Toph can't see.
Just can't see.
You know, in case you missed that subtle bit of lore that's mentioned and joked about.
Yeah, they kind of touch on it. That it's hinted that she's blind.
Every once in a while. hinted.
What
that
I
was
think,
why.
what I love about Sokka in season 3, it's like Sokka in season 1 and Sokka in season 3 are like two completely different people.
Right.
But like what I like is that Sokka, when he gets back with Suki, he's like so protective of her, but then at the very end when he's like choosing between Suki and like helping Toph, he like immediately goes to help Toph because she knows she can't see and he knows Suki's okay on her own. And
Right.
like that, I was like, that's one of
Here's
those
my
moments where
thing.
I'm just like,
Here's
Sokka's too good for this world.
Unlike Katang, I like Sokka and Suki.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
I
I
do
can get
too.
behind that. They have actual chemistry. The scene where Toph kisses Suki and is like, "Ah, my hero." I don't like what that implies. That Toph would have happily kissed Sokka. There we
Yeah.
go.
Well, there's a theory because in Korra, basically, Toph has two daughters who both have different dads, and you're never told who the dads were. So there's a theory that one of them is Sokka's kid.
Gasp.
Gasp.
Oh man.
Which I kind of
Um,
believe, but like also like Sokka in Korra doesn't actually have kids of his own. So my theory is just Sokka's just like infertile or something. I mean,
or
some people are, Isaac.
I mean, I agree, but also he might just not have kids.
That's true. Yeah, again, I like it. Yeah, really want to make a whole video just like defending Korra with my life because
Oh,
people make so many dumb
I
criticisms of
really
it.
thought you were gonna say you were gonna make a whole video about Sokka being infertile, and
No!
I'm
We're gonna
like,
be
I
like,
don't, I,
here's why some men cannot biologically have children, and this is why it applies to this cartoon boy.
you can also unsubscribe now. Clearly, this
Yeah.
channel's going in a dark direction.
Oh boy.
So, I really enjoyed it. I think book 3 might have been my favorite.
Really?
Yeah, it was very good. Which one's your favorite?
Book two.
See, I think book 2 is my least favorite.
Really?
Yeah,
That's very interesting.
very
I
interesting.
mean, it's not like you hate any of them. You all think they're great, but
Right,
it's just where you rank them personally.
right. Here's the problem, which I bet if I rewatch book 2, that might change. Here's the thing. Usually when I watch TV, I'm usually doing something else. Typically writing a script for Dimension Bros because Theo's constantly on me about that.
Yes, I am.
So I'm usually doing something else. But when I watched book 1, I barely did anything else. I really watched it. Then I got to book 2 and went back to my normal thing of playing like Minecraft, playing Pop Tropica, doing something else while watching it. And then when I got to book 3, obviously I was like, it's the final season. I was very interested in the story at that point that I watched the whole thing. So I feel like book 2, since I didn't give 100% of my attention, might have,
Yeah.
slipped through the cracks a little bit there.
Yeah. Well, Avatar is like you can rewatch it millions of times and it'll still be good in my experience.
That's the thing. That part of the reason I like children's shows, which is what I mostly watch, is because their plots aren't so complicated that I can't be doing something else.
Yeah.
Like, for example, I really like the show Psych, which if you've never seen it, it's a detective show.
Yeah.
And here's the problem. I really like it, but the problem is if I'm not paying attention, like if I'm doing something else, I'll look up and I'll have missed like the main detective finding an important clue that solves the case. I'll be like, what? What just happened? So yeah, that's why I like kid shows like Steven Universe.
Yeah.
I can figure out
I
what's
like
happening.
kid shows because I have a short attention span
Also
and
that.
because because obviously there's like overarching plots, but because like the main conflict of the show is solved in 10 to 20 minutes, I'm like, yes, I can watch this.
Also, kid shows are just bright and fun.
Yeah, they're like much more visually appealing to look at than like real people. Sorry, real people. No offense to all my real humans out there, but I would much rather look at a cartoon.
And while I feel some kid shows are more predictable, you also have the element of surprise in that because you literally have no bounds. Like you can do whatever you want
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
a
and I
degree.
feel like with kid shows, like any sort of plot twist, you're like don't expect it all because you're assuming it's just like going to be a straightforward plot. So like if
Right.
they deviate at all from what you're expecting, it's like whoa, Steven has PTSD. What?
And like, I
What?
will say, and like other shows, you can expect to have dark undertones, but like watching Steven murder Jasper, still every time I watch that scene, you're just like, oh.
We need to put a
Because
spoiler warning for Steven Universe.
yeah, I like how this just devolved into us
We're just talking
about
about Steven Universe now.
yeah, most things come back to Steven Universe with us.
Yeah.
It's really good. If you
What
watch
did
Avatar and like need something else to watch, you might like Steven Universe or Kipo and the Age of Wonder Beasts.
Or
Since it's
I
only
would
on
recommend The Dragon Prince because it's made by the same people and it's also
Netflix.
like a very high fantasy thing. I have been trying to get Isaac to watch The Dragon Prince for months and he will not.
I
So
watched
I'm just trying.
Avatar for you.
I know. Clearly you have watched Avatar, but now please watch The Dragon Prince because it's made by the same people. It's like
I'm sure I'll watch The Dragon Prince. Just like
yeah.
I'm
I'm also telling everyone to watch this to watch The Dragon Prince so that I can do videos on The Dragon Prince.
Do it. It's on Netflix, I believe.
Yes, it's on Netflix. There's 3 seasons out, and we do not have confirmation for season 4. So, like, go watch it so that Netflix will make a season 4.
Netflix has actually renewed the show for all 7 seasons. So the writers wanted 7 seasons. Netflix gave them 3. But when we filmed this, I didn't know that we were going to get all 7 because it was only announced like a few weeks ago. But yeah, The Dragon Prince, there's 3 seasons. There's 3 seasons out now, but there are 4 more coming. So yeah, if you want a good show to get into, I would recommend The Dragon Prince because like literally the majority of the show isn't even finished yet. So, and we know that it's going to be like done to completion. So I would recommend The Dragon Prince. The main character, I also forgot to mention this, the main character is voiced by the same voice actor as Sokka, and it's kind of basically Sokka. Like, the main character acts like Sokka, he's voiced by Sokka. It's like, imagine if Sokka was the main character of something. Which is really good, which is why you should watch The Dragon Prince. It's very good. Yeah, that's my pitch. Oh, this is a minute long. Ooh.
Back to Avatar. So, I really enjoyed it. My favorite character, it's either Uncle Iroh or Toph. I loved that Uncle Iroh, like, you see him in the prison, you feel all bad for him because he's, like, is acting horrible, and then they leave, and, like, it's revealed he's buff.
How did he get buff off rice? How does that work? Like, I believe that he was exercising, but, like, spoiler alert, you can't build muscle without protein, and rice is literally just, like, carbs.
Yeah.
So... what did you think about the scamming episode where Toph's scamming everybody?
Well, see, at the beginning, it shows, like, Katara betraying Toph. So, like, the entire time, you're like, when's it gonna happen? When's it gonna happen? And then it ends up being a scam, which I really liked. Like, they even scammed the audience there. What's the one guy's name with the eye?
Mr. Sparky Boom Boom Man?
They call him something else later, but yes, Mr. Sparky Boom Boom Man. Is that like a firebending technique? Like
yes.
Causing...
Yes, it is a very advanced firebending technique. It's called Combustion Bending. There's someone else in Korra who does it. Yeah, basically, the eye thing is a tattoo, I believe, but basically you are like get so good at firebending that you can just like do explosions with your mind.
Just boom, right there.
Yeah.
Also, I love throughout all of Book 3, they're, like, talking about how, this is the Day of Black Sun. It's going to be our big turning point in the war. And then they revealed that it's only 8 minutes. Like, obviously, I'm aware of the fact that they
a
only
solar
last,
eclipse
like, 8 minutes.
Doesn't last long.
But I assume they were going to go for it lasting, like, an entire day. But then later they're like, oh, by the way, it only lasts 8 minutes.
Yeah. What did you think? What did you think about like the Day of Black Sun like not working and like how they've been hyping up to that and it doesn't work?
I was like the entire time they're like, yes, this is the big turning point. This is the big turning point of the war. And then they get captured and it doesn't end well.
Yeah. This is why I told you not to look at the episode titles because I didn't want you to like look at the episodes and see the Day of Black Sun was only halfway through the season.
Right.
Because I did that. When I started book 3 for the first time, I looked at the episode titles and I was like, wait, why is the Day of Black Sun like only like 10 episodes in?
Okay, so Netflix is making a live-action Avatar series. If you didn't know
Yes.
that, congratulations. I'm excited, mostly because I think it could look really cool.
Yeah.
But I saw a post on
I would like it on the record. I would rather than do a live-action Kyoshi series.
But you know what? I'm okay with this.
Yeah.
But my thing is, I saw an Instagram post that pointed out the fact that if they're really just doing Avatar live action, we have to see the face stealer in live action.
And this is why it should be a Kyoshi series. They should just make the Kyoshi books into a movie or a series. I mean, I understand there's not a lot of 7-foot-tall Chinese actresses available to cast, but like, I would rather have a Kyoshi book adaptation than just watching Avatar again, but with real people. I have a lot of controversial Avatar opinions.
I'm still excited for it. I think it could be really cool if they, like, really work for it. Like,
yeah. And if they don't cast white people like the movie did.
Bending in live action could be sweet, which is part of the reason I want to see the movie. Like, I don't see how you could really mess up bending.
They messed up bending, Isaac. The bending in the movie is one of the worst parts.
How do you mess up people flinging fire?
Because they did it slowly. They make the bending slow. So what happens is like 5 men are like earth bending and they move one rock across the screen at this speed. And that's not an exaggeration. I would say if you really want to see the bending in the movie, just go watch a review.
It takes 5 people to bend a rock.
That moves across the screen at this speed. Yes, Isaac. The bending in the movie is one of the worst parts.
Ranking Avatar from like the 3 seasons, I'd probably put book 3, book 1, book 2 as my. Keep in mind, these are all like, it's one of those rankings where it's like they're all very close and high level love things.
All right, Isaac, your connection's really scratchy, so I say we wrap it up so that they don't have to endure any more of this.
Okay, go ahead and finish it then.
Okay, thank you for watching this video, and hopefully you have also watched the other reviews. If you have not, I don't know why you started with this one, but they are on our channel. Isaac will be watching Korra, and we will be doing videos of him reviewing Korra, but it probably won't be for another couple of months because we have some fun stuff planned. Oh, they already know about Pop Tropica Month. They already know.
They do. That's right.
Okay. They already know. Okay, so next month is Pop Tropica Month, and then for October, we're going to do, like, Halloween-y themed videos. So we probably won't get around to Korra until November-ish.
Right.
If you don't know what we're talking about with Pop Tropica Month, I believe we talked about it in last week's video. We should have. We like to plan in advance. We really do. We are a fan of a schedule and a plan and knowing what's going to happen. We will be making Avatar content. Like, we're not just doing reviews. I love Avatar. Isaac now loves Avatar. So if you like Avatar, subscribe.
Now, here's the question. Do you guys want to see us do more reviews like this of, like...
Yeah, just like any show. Like,
coming out?
Yeah, like, maybe Isaac can review Dragon Prince. Like, if you want us to do more reviews, because right now we do mostly, like, video essays and stuff, but if you want more reviews, please let us know, because I like these videos. They're a lot easier to make than video essays, so...
Okay, with that said, I don't know. Okay, bye!
That was Dragon Ball Z. Oh my god, I'm a fake fan. They're gonna cancel me, Isaac.